Good morning, everybody. You are listening to the Morning Buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. I am your host, Amanda Gaudiosi, and joined with me, I have Kangela Guerrero.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, that is my co-host. She's great. We have Emmy DiNovellis, the sportscaster.
Good morning, everyone.
We have Gwen Straitman, the segment host.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
There we go. She said hi somewhere, y'all. I promise you. Gwen, can you say hello again?
Yes,
for the people?
hello.
There we go. There she is. And then we have Julia Slevin for newscaster today.
Hi.
What's up? So super exciting stuff. We have a bunch of great people in studio today, and we have a lot to talk about. We're going to be reporting on Governor Murphy at Montclair State. I actually saw him yesterday. Didn't talk to him, but I saw him, and that was pretty exciting. But before we can get into that, we have a newscast. So Julia, please take it away.
Thank you. I'm Julia, and this is WMSC News. So an EF tornado strikes disaster in Mercer County, New Jersey on Tuesday, February 21st, leaving between 75 to 100 people displaced. That tornado was on the ground for about 6 miles, and winds reached up to about 115 miles per hour. The fast midday storm was a shock to all. Thankfully, no one was hurt or injured. Moving on to some national news, rapper Nipsey Hussle's killer was sentenced to 60 years to life on Wednesday. Eric Holder Jr. will be charged with first-degree murder after killing the famous rapper in a parking lot on March 31st, 2019. Sources says Holder fired at Nipsey with 2 handguns, shooting him at least 10 times and even kicking him in the head. Moving on to some local New Jersey news, a New Jersey community continues to grieve. Family and friends gather outside a Linden house for a family of 4 that were found dead after a murder-suicide. Sources say that husband fatally shot his wife and 2 teenage children before taking his own life. Moving on to some Montclair news, a new addition to the skate park in Montclair. Olympic skateboarder Sablon helps passionate skateboarders create new sculptures to skate on in Rand Park, from wooden ramps to shiny new brightly colored ramps to practice new tricks on. Now, moving on to some weather. It is currently 46 degrees right now with some light rain scattered throughout the day. The rest of the day should be cloudy with some pockets of sunshine, so make sure to have your jacket. For WMSC News, I'm Julia Slevin. Back to you, Amanda.
Thank you so much, y'all. Why can't it be warm again?
Yeah, why?
I miss it. It was a little taste of what summer and spring are going to be like with the 60 degrees.
So exciting.
Yeah, now it was hailing yesterday.
Yeah, we're like half away. It's like the gloomy weather is like getting to you, but hopefully we can see a little bit more of a preview of that warm weather soon.
I hope so.
But amazing newscast though, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks.
All right, now we have a sportscast from Emmy, which not good weather for sports, but indoor sports maybe,
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Emmy DiNovellis, and we have a wide variety of sports to cover today. Kicking off with the Montclair State men's basketball team at Stockton University. The men's team fell just short of Stockton 91-86 in the NJAC semifinals. For NJAC Conference Awards, senior standout Steve Bremen earned NJAC Co-Player of the Year, while Coach Potts was named Coach Player of the Year, and Mike Jack with second team all-conference. This ends their conference tournament run as they await for an at-large bid for the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile, this past Monday for the Montclair State men's indoor track team, junior John Griffith won the shot put and took third in the weight throw to highlight top performers at the 2023 New Jersey Athletic Conference Indoor Championships. The men's placed 5th with 55.5 points, while the women's team also placed 5th with 28 points. For swimming and diving, 2 Montclair State swimmers set new school records at the 2023 Metropolitan Championships on Sunday. Julie Tiedman placed 2nd in the 1,650 freestyle and set 2 records during her swim. She set the new school standard in the 1,000 free with a time of 10 minutes 44.72 seconds before ending the event with a time of 17:50.99 seconds. For the men's, Spencer Dubois placed fourth in the 200 breaststroke, breaking the school record with a time of 2 minutes and 2.99 seconds. The junior missed an NCAA record by a close 0.69 seconds. This will cap off both team seasons, with the women's team finishing fourth with 900.5 points, while the men's side finished in sixth with 543 tallies. The New York Rangers fell short to the Winnipeg Jets on Monday 4-1. Last night, the New Jersey Devils lost to the Montreal Canadiens 5-2, while the New York Islanders won against the Winnipeg Jets 2-1. Tonight, the Devils will be back to face the Los Angeles Kings at 7 p.m., and the Rangers will hit the road to take on the Detroit Red Wings at 7 p.m., while tomorrow the Islanders will host the Los Angeles Kings at UBS Center at 7 p.m. With a week off for both teams from playing games, tomorrow, the Brooklyn Nets will face off head-to-head with the Chicago Bulls at 8 p.m., while the New York Knicks will take on the Washington Wizards at 7 p.m. sharp. Hope everyone's excited that it's almost Friday. Back to you, Amanda.
Thank you so much for that wonderful sportscast, Emmy. But now we have some Montclair stuff, Montclair news. Governor Murphy was here yesterday, y'all.
He was
Seemed
here.
Celebrity low key, you know what I mean? I saw the back of his head. Very exciting. The Student Government Association got to ask some questions to Governor Phil Murphy right here in the SCM News Lab. Issues such as gun control, climate change, education, and transportation were just some of the students' questions. The SGA president asked the governor about what New Jersey is going to do to combat the gun epidemic.
Great.
So that was just some of what Governor Phil Murphy was talking about yesterday, which, it was super exciting to be able to hear his stance on everything. And it was nice that the people from the SGA were able to ask him questions and, see him talk about
Absolutely.
everything going on.
Yeah, he did awesome job to the SGA, of course, for representing us pretty well here at Red Hawk Country. And yeah, hold on, we've got our producer Lara in studio.
So I watched the entire 42 minutes of Governor Phil Murphy's. I didn't watch it in person, but I did watch it over on my laptop to get that lovely little soundbite and some interesting questions the students got to ask Governor Phil Murphy there. We have a very interesting question from a student who talked about public transportation, about how New Jersey is going to improve that.
That's nice.
We also had a education major ask about what something about going on with schools and funding. Not only that, Governor Phil Murphy was reported to have a vision of free pre-K by 2030. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff they got to ask him.
Yeah, no, that's really, I almost said awesome. That's really great stuff. And I think it was cool that, he got to come here and talk about some of these things, and our, fellow students had the chance to ask him these questions. I kind of wish I got to be in there just to see what was going on. I got a little window view from the top so I could see his head. That was it. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I got to see his head, which was pretty cool. But yeah, Governor Phil Murphy, I think he's an icon. We
love him here in the studio on Thursday Buzz. Lots of
do.
great stuff coming for Jersey. So let's
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah, we will see. We shall see.
Absolutely. So moving on to our next story, a TV reporter is unfortunately fatally shot in Florida. Families, friends, and colleagues are grieving the loss of a 9-year-old girl and a Central Florida television journalist. The girl's mother and another reporter are in critical condition. Orange County Sheriff John Mina said they've detained Keith Melvin Moses. They believe he is responsible for both shootings in the Orlando area neighborhood. Deputies had initially responded to the Pine Hills area just northwest of Orlando yesterday morning following reports of a woman in her 20s being shot. According to the AP News, a new van has been reported as being there that morning. According to witnesses, a man approached the new vehicle later that day and opened fire, hitting the two reporters. The man then walked to a nearby home and shot the mother and daughter. Mina and Moses is already facing a murder charge for the initial victim, and now charges are expected soon for the other 4 victims. According to the sheriff, Moses' criminal history includes gun charges, as well as aggravated battery, assault with a deadly weapon, burglary, and grand theft offenses. Of course, prayers to those who lost a loved one that day. It was absolutely horrible, but let's see what happens. Just, sending prayers, of course.
Of course. And it's sad, and I hate having to report on gun violence every single week.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's starting to become repetitive, everything I say about it, but I'm just gonna say, enough is enough. At this point, we are beyond enough, but it's still going on. And I hope, Governor Phil Murphy, he was talking about gun control yesterday, so hopefully New Jersey's getting closer to some change.
Yeah, definitely starting a chain of that across the nation too. So we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. And again, thoughts and prayers to the loved ones who were affected.
Absolutely.
But moving on, Biden shores up Western allies as Putin digs in on Ukraine. President Joe Biden closed out his wartime visit to Europe and is headed back to the U.S. He's been working on partnerships with allies on NATO's perilous eastern flank. This is happening even as Russia's Vladimir Putin was drawing closer to China for helping as his invasion of Ukraine neared the 1-year mark. Wow, that is shocking. According to AP News, Biden's meeting with leaders of the Bucharest 9 nations was meant to reassure allies that U.S. support is fending off Russia isn't at risk of waning. In a dramatic counterpoint, Putin met with the Chinese Communist Party's senior foreign policy official Wang Yi. According to AP News, U.S. intelligence warned that Beijing is considering supplying arms and ammunition to the worn-down Russian military. As Biden spoke in Poland, Putin announced that Russia was suspending its participation in the last remaining U.S.-Russia nuclear arms control treaty.
That 1-year mark.
Yeah, that actually shocked me. I can't believe it's been 1 year since this has all started.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, and it's sad. I truly can't believe it's been a year already.
It's time is going by very quickly, and it just goes to show, like, we definitely gotta get a move on, really make sure these people are safe. Of course, that's the most important thing, because a year, I can't even, it's just bizarre.
Yeah,
absolutely. But moving on to actually some New Jersey news. So a tornado displaces dozens of Mercer County residents, and it leaves massive damage in its wake. Mercer County residents are still recovering from a strong tornado that hit the Garden State. The National Weather Service confirmed that an EF2 tornado touched down in Mercer County, leaving lots of damage in its wake. The agency says that its winds reached between 110 and 115 miles per hour during the storm's peak. Residents in the Quaker Bridge section of the county were the hardest hit by the twister. Dozens of large trees were blown over and many homes were damaged. Honestly, I did hear things about a tornado. Actually, yesterday was when I heard about this, and just sending again lots of prayers to those who were affected. I mean, a tornado is definitely not something
that does not happen every single day in New Jersey.
No, it does not.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, tornado. Have any of y'all ever seen a tornado in New Jersey before? Because I have lived through one.
I've never seen one.
I think I've lived through two.
I saw the movie Twister, if that counts.
Oh, sure, that counts. So Lara saw the movie Twister. When I was younger, maybe in about 2nd grade, I went to a summer camp, and one day we were there. It was really bad weather, and all of a sudden a tornado started forming, and I literally saw it in front of my eyes. And my dad came and picked me and my brother up, and we were driving through this tornado, and that was traumatic for me. It was really actually scary.
I can't even imagine. Also, to have the tornado in New Jersey, where there's a lot of mountains and regions and elevation.
Yeah,
because we usually hear about tornadoes in
Kansas,
the plains, very flat. So thankfully, no one's injured.
Yeah,
it's
thankfully.
Just from from an environmental scientific standpoint, very interesting that it happened in Jersey.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
And it was hailing yesterday too.
This weather has been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, we were like in summer weather just last week, and now we've got tornadoes and hailstorms. It's crazy.
Hey, Puxatawny Phil was right, I guess.
Yeah, he was. He was. Listen, I have to give the man credit. At first, I was upset with Puxatawny Phil. What is he again? A badger? A gopher? Wait, what is he? Oh, a groundhog.
Ground.
Sorry, I
Go for day.
Yeah, he's a groundhog. My apologies. I was mad at him at first, and then we had a little bit of nice weather, but now he's kind of right. So I guess I can't be mad at the groundhog. But anyway, we're gonna take a very quick break. But when we come back, we have some more Montclair news to talk about. So stay tuned for that. All right, we are back with the morning buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. We have a lot more to talk about.
Yes.
And let's get into it. Montclair news. We're going to be talking about Montclair considering insurance switch amid spike in New Jersey health costs. So health insurance costs spike governments across New Jersey. Montclair officials are pondering a switch to the town's own plan for municipal workers. Thomas Uko, a representative with Belleville-based insurance agency, IMAC, said the agency took a long look at the state health benefits plan versus the commercial insurance market. This was done to see which might be more cost efficient for Montclair, which saw a 20.5% rate increase this year. The most favorable proposal came from a sub-fund of the Gateway BMED Health Insurance Fund, which would offer a 4.8% gross savings. Mayor Sean Spiller said that the township has switched its health insurance providers multiple times in the past and has seen savings over the years by doing so. So that could be cool. I have
Yeah.
my dad's insurance, so I don't have to rely on Montclair State insurance,
Yes,
but I know it's a
same.
thing because I have to waive the fee every fall.
Yes.
Okay. I always get confused because it's like, do I have to waive the fee every semester or every year?
Every fall. So it
Copy.
lasts for the year because
Right.
fall and spring, but then once the fall comes back around, so PSA, I'm just gonna point that out. If you have insurance, you should probably waive that in the fall because I forgot
Yes.
about it and I almost missed the deadline, and that would have been an extra $4,000 when I already have insurance. But for people who don't have insurance, it's pretty cool that the school provides insurance for you.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
nice, but definitely make sure you stay on top of those waivers because that is a big
That's a big-
deduction off your bill.
Oh, it
But
is.
It's a big buck.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, for those who don't have insurance, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it would be cool that they're trying to utilize a new insurance, which I think it will be cheaper, have more of a savings. So that'll be nice. I guess we'll see if they do the switch.
Yeah, we'll see. Absolutely. So now moving on to our next story, we got some pretty big news. So New York Times field guide to the 2024 Republican presidential campaign. Officially, the 2024 Republican presidential campaign has barely begun, with only two major candidates, you guys, and they are Donald Trump and Nikki Haley. They have officially entered the race. And in reality, the campaign is well underway. Looking at the historical evidence, Nate Cohn, the Times chief political analyst, argues that a typical nomination campaign is already about halfway done by this stage. For these reasons, there are two distinct categories of the 2024 Republican candidates. The first includes only Trump and Ron DeSantis, by far the early polling leaders, and the second category includes everybody else. The New York Times took a poll for who Republican voters support former President Trump by a long shot, then followed by Governor Ron DeSantis. Trump has started making a populist critique of DeSantis for his past support of proposals to cut Social Security and Medicare. DeSantis could criticize Trump for supporting Dr. Anthony Fauci and for enacting federal spending that caused inflation. All right.
We have a lot to talk about. So
it's already happening. So
I can't believe we're already at the point where it's going to be a new president. Doesn't it feel like Joe Biden just started yesterday?
it does.
Yeah.
It does still feel that way.
So quickly.
It's
They really
so
do.
quickly. I'm telling you, it's like in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, that's going to put
unbelievable.
me into an existential crisis this early in the morning.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about, Donald Trump coming back potentially.
How are we guys feeling about it?
I hope not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also really scared, and I don't even know what this election would look like.
I'm like,
Messy.
yeah. I feel like it's gonna be a lot messier than the last term, because it's just
Mhm.
it's also like the social aspect of it too. How is the public gonna take it? How are
Mhm.
things going to go? Because
I'm
Are-
nervous for it. I think there's going to
I'm
be a lot
really
of tea. There's going to be a lot of drama.
I'm so nervous for it, honestly, just because it does take a toll on you, like, because it's all over the news, like it's all you hear about during that time frame.
Yeah.
So
And the fact that this has been like our lives for the last 10 years.
Since 2016.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not 10 years, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's just been,
election anxiety has just been in the air for so
Yeah,
long.
It's so
weird.
real,
I-
election anxiety.
It is. You definitely do feel it.
I remember a while ago, I was reading about Ron DeSantis specifically. I was reading about his views on his website.
Mm-hmm.
And while, yeah, he has, like any other candidate, he has good, bad, the in between.
he has some views.
Yeah.
He has some
Don't know if they're
views.
good.
Yeah.
He has views. Not that they're not good. It's just that I don't personally line with them.
Agreed.
But
Mhm.
he's been known for not. He's been known for getting rid of sex education in Florida schools. He's also been known for increasing adoption, but that he's also known for decreasing accessible safe abortions.
I mean, we talked about last week. He's trying to defund the AP African American Studies classes.
That really
which-
rubs
he
me
got-
the wrong way. In my
He,
opinion.
yeah, he got rid of that, which is absolutely terrible.
I just don't understand why that's even like something to even like. Why do you have to even think of that? And again, of course, our reflections. They're on our own opinions, not WMSC. But I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, this is gonna be a wild ride.
It's gonna be very
I'm
interesting.
excited. I'm nervous.
My stomach's turning just like thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's like crazy timing. Like he literally just got his like social media back, and I feel like he's like, I'm ready. I feel like it's just gonna get really out of hand.
Y'all, he was going off on Rihanna for no reason. I know this is off topic, but he was really going off on her on social media, which, that was kind of crazy.
It absolutely is. And there's a lot of factors that play into this. We don't know if Ron DeSantis is running. We know that President Trump is running. We know that Nikki Haley is running.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot about Nikki Haley.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know a lot either. I'm gonna have to do my research on her and see what her views are.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to report back to you on what's going on. But that's all you need to know about the Republicans right now.
Yes, we will keep y'all updated.
Absolutely.
But moving on, New Jersey's universal pre-K goals getting jolt with $120 million for facilities. The state will make $120 million in grants available to expand preschool facilities. Governor Phil Murphy says this will bring New Jersey closer to his administration's goal of universal pre-K. The funding will come from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, a federal COVID-19 stimulus package. The New Jersey Department of Education will accept grant applications from regular operating districts, RODs, from March 1st to May 31st. The number of awardees will depend on the applications received, according to a department spokesperson. Murphy has stated a goal to guarantee full-day, high-quality preschool education to all 3- and 4-year-olds in the state. The governor has shifted his administration's target date for universal pre-K during his time in office. Murphy said in late 2021 that New Jersey would reach the goal in 2030 at the latest. To me, I think this is pretty cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, $120 million is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That we're putting only into preschools. It's kind of a lot of money. But, I think it's good for, people in pre-K to be able to get the best education and safest place to stay as possible.
I agree 100%.
Because I feel like it's definitely a very big thing that a lot of people in once they're in the public schools, for a lot of people, like that's like a safe space for them, for people that don't have such like a great space at home. And so I'm glad that could also be translated to even pre-K when they're younger, because I mean a lot of families probably can't pay for like these expensive pre-Ks, and if they're finally free, that would be really great.
Agreed. And I think it'll be good to have better facilities for these children so parents can feel a little safer about leaving their children when they have to go to work.
Yeah.
So, I think this is a pretty cool thing. But we are going to take a very short break and we will be right back. Alrighty, we are back. See, I told you guys that was
Very
going to be a
quick.
very short break. But joined with us this morning, we have Professor Sheena Howard. We have an interview. Woo, very exciting. She's the author of The Illusion of Fairness, which appears in Marvel's anthology series Wakanda Forever, Issue 1. She is also a communication and media arts professor at Rider University. Again, Sheena Howard, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. You all are awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So, first question, what is your story, The Illusion of Fairness, about, and what inspired you to write this story?
Yeah, so The Illusion of Fairness is about the Dora Milaje and specifically a brand new character named Shantae, who is a Dora Milaje trainee. And for the people listening that don't remember or don't follow Black Panther, the Dora Milaje are the female warriors that protect Wakanda and T'Challa.
Oh,
That sounds
very
so
exciting.
cool. I love that. So, as you said, your story focuses on a new trainee of the Dora Milaje, the woman warriors who protect Wakanda. So, how does this not only inspire women, but specifically women of color?
Yeah, so anybody that follows my writing career, I'm always trying to write stories that kind of challenge the status quo in some way, whether that be writing superheroes with Down syndrome or just focusing on, Black women and women of color in the comics I write, in the books I write. And so I think Black Panther in general, when we're talking about the Dora Milaje, is a great representation of female empowerment, of different skin tones for Black women, and it even embraces the different types of hairstyles that Black women can have in media. So Black Panther in general does that, and my story kind of doubles down on that by focusing on the Dora Milaje and just the initiation process that a new trainee has to go through in order to become one of those female warriors.
I love that.
That's
It's
amazing.
I love what you're doing. It's really important to have this, inclusivity and inclusion in these stories, especially for kids, who watch these movies and read these stories. So that's really awesome. But your
Yeah.
story includes an African folk hero, Anansi the Spider. What is it like incorporating a traditional African folktale into a 21st century modern story?
Yeah, so this was super important to me. I always like to try to bring something new to comic books and something new to any medium that I'm writing in. And it's super cool because I have a 5-year-old and he was reading Anansi the Spider in his like pre-K and kindergarten curriculum. And so just bringing in Anansi the Spider into like a Marvel comic book is just super special to me. And I think it crosses generations from young kids that might be learning about Anansi the Spider to people who may not even know who Anansi the Spider is in terms of African mythology, to adults who are familiar with Anansi the Spider. I think it allows a story to cross over between generations and teach us something a little bit new and just kind of sprinkle some African mythology into the stories we're seeing as opposed to Greek mythology.
That's awesome. Again, great incorporation of that. And I think it's great that it's being seen. Also too, really, now that it's Black History Month, like really just highlighting this, it's amazing. So,
Yeah.
We've never really seen a superhero have such a cultural impact on not just the Black community, but also the world. So in your belief, what importance does Black Panther have on the community?
Oh, so the superhero, I guess I'll call it a genre, is super important to people because we want to see people like us win. We want to see people like us overcome. We want to see people like us who are empowered and doing amazing things in the world. And so when you talk about being able to identify with a character, these superheroes of color, particularly Black Panther, since now it's kind of like a worldwide phenomenon, they give us a sense of being able to identify with someone that looks like us, both on a cultural level, but even just on a representation level, right? It's a way that we can see ourselves in a character and be inspired by it on a cultural level. So super, super important for the kids, super important for the adults, and just super important cross-culturally as well, right? So that people who are not African-American can see us doing something else besides the stereotypes that we have typically seen in media.
Right,
Right.
absolutely. And, seeing that it has become such a worldwide phenomenon, really becoming an inspiration for a lot of people. But if we look at film and comic on the other side, do you think Black Panther pushed maybe even more Black actors and directors and writers into the mainstream of a predominantly white industry?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I like to talk about. And one of the things I push in my work. Representation is important. Obviously, we want to see more people of color and women in roles and in media
Yes,
and getting
absolutely.
lead roles. That's important. But to me, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because we want people behind the scenes to be employed to do the things that they love to do. So we do need more women and people of color writers and directors and producers who are behind the scenes, so that they too can make a living doing the thing that they love in the same way that our white male counterparts can. So that's super important to have these movies where we have a cast of predominantly Black actors who are actually getting paid for the art that they love to
Yes.
create.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is honestly really inspiring. And we really appreciate this. But to finish off, where can listeners find more information about you and your writing?
Yes, please follow me on Instagram at Dr. Sheena Howard. It's Dr. Sheena Howard. Instagram is where I'm most active and where I actually will respond if you engage with me in the DMs. But it's at Dr. Sheena Howard across pretty much everything. So that's Facebook, that's Twitter, even my Patreon page is Dr. Sheena Howard, and my website, drsheenahoward.com. That's Dr. Sheena Howard. And go to your local comic book store and pick up Wakanda Forever #1 and let me know what you think.
This is awesome. I
Awesome.
literally just followed you on Instagram, so I will be staying posted with all things awesome about this. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
again,
you.
I was just gonna say thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciated
Yes.
hearing you talk about all of this, and I will follow you right after this interview. I promise.
Awesome. Have an amazing day. You all are awesome. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
All right, that was awesome.
That was a really great interview. Awesome interview.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Another great interview. All right. We're going to take another quick break. But when we come back, we have everybody's favorite segment, promotions with Gwen Straitman. So we will be right back. Righty, we are back with the morning buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Now we have everybody's favorite segment, promotions. All right, Gwen, take it away.
Hello, guys. I am Gwen Streitman, and here is your segment on all things arts and music and theater in Montclair and the surrounding area. Okay, so here's what we have for WMSC promotions.
Right.
Our first giveaway of the semester is Emotional Oranges, an R&B group from California. The concert will take place on March 10th at Brooklyn Steel, and the giveaway is open now until February 25th. Our next giveaway of the semester is Freddie Dredd, a hip-hop artist from Ontario, Canada. The concert will take place on March 15th at Music Hall of Williamsburg, and the giveaway will be open next week, starting February 26th to March 4th. Our next giveaway of the semester is Charmer and Ogbert the Nerd, an emo band from New Jersey. The concert will take place on March 19th at Elsewhere, and the giveaway will be open from March 5th to March 11th. And I don't know, I love seeing New Jersey bands getting the limelight. So exciting to see that they have such a big event at this big venue. But going on, our next giveaway of the semester is Bear, an indie pop artist. The concert will take place on March 22nd at Mercury Lounge, and the giveaway will be open March 5th to March 11th. These next few are all March 5th to March 11th, so you'll have to make sure you get in there. Our next giveaway of the semester is Microwave, an indie rock band from Georgia, and Microwave, not the appliance, the bands. The concert will take place on March 23rd at Racket, New York City, and the giveaway will be open from March 5th to the 11th. And then our last giveaway of the semester is Rubble Bucket, an indie rock band from Massachusetts. The concert will take place on March 25th at Brooklyn Steel, and it will also be open, the giveaway, from March 5th to the 11th. To participate in any of these giveaways, you can visit our website, wmscradio.com. In Montclair State events, first off, we have FAST, Montclair's BA Theater Studies student-run theater, presents Rabbit Hole by David Lindsay Abair. In an age where meta-theoretical rules, Rabbit Hole tells a simple yet rich story about a family overcoming the death of their child. The family deals with the triumphs and the heartbreak in real time. Will the feeling ever go away for them? The play will take place in Life Hall Room 0325 and opens this Friday, February 24th until the 26th. And yeah, I really recommend. I love FAST. That is a part of my major. So always recommend seeing good small theater. And then in the Montclair State University Department of Theater and Dance, they present Everybody by Brandon Jacobs Jenkins. It's a wildly fresh, seriously funny, and deeply human meta story that asks the big questions about what it means to live, what it means to die, if anything, and how we might travel through the world with a bit more grace and compassion. The play will take place in Life Hall Studio 1200 and continues tonight until February 25th. And I saw it last week. It was very good. I definitely recommend. It's definitely very interesting, and it really tugs at the heartstrings. And then lastly, we have Elephant's Graveyard by George Brandt. Based on a true story, Elephant's Graveyard recounts why the hanging execution of a gigantic elephant happened, with personal narrative and lush theatricality that will reverberate long after the curtain goes down. The play will take place in Alexander Castor Theater and will open this weekend on February 25th. Now, in local shows, all of these actually are happening this Friday, so keep your ears open. So this Friday, February 24th, the Meat Locker has an indie rock concert with performances by Neptune and the Sailor, Elmora, and Green City Trees. The Meat Locker is located at 8 Park Street, Montclair, New Jersey, and doors open at 8:30 p.m. This Friday, February 24th, Bad News Brunswick presents an indie rock concert featuring C+, Skylar Pocket, Sleep House, and Amadeo de la Pava. Doors will open at 6 p.m. And this Friday, February 24th, 10 Penny, Separator, and Grateful Jason are performing at All Points West Distillery in Newark, New Jersey. The show is at 7 p.m. And something I just had to point out is one of these bands is called 10 Penny. And last week I talked about a band called $3. That made me laugh a little.
There you go.
These interesting names. And then lastly, this Friday, February 24th, Yawn Mower, Low Highs, and The Nowhere are performing at Prototype 237 in Paterson, New Jersey. And the show is at 8 p.m.
All right. Thank you, Gwen,
Yes.
for that. But now we have a little treat for y'all. We have an Emotional Oranges song. And again, their giveaway is from now until Saturday. So if you like what you hear, you might as well try to sign up. Here is West Coast Love by the Emotional Oranges. That hurt. But that was a very lovely song. I've never listened to Emotional Oranges before, but that was really great. I really liked that.
Yeah, no, I think that song's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty groovy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like do 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 do. Yeah, pretty groovy. But we have the music releases, or did we do that already?
Yeah, no, I have more to talk about.
Oh my goodness. Okay, very exciting.
But just as a reminder, guys, in case you liked that song, you wanna see Emotional Oranges live,
You want to
the
groove?
giveaway is open now until February 25th on our website, wmscradio.com. All right, continuing on. So in new music releases, local bands C Plus and 54 Ultra are both releasing new music tomorrow. Yes. 54 Ultra is releasing their new single, Just Like You, and C Plus is releasing their new single, Waiting for You. So exciting. We love to see New Jersey artists.
I also love C+.
Yes, no, they're so good. So then, Skrillex released 2 new albums, Don't Get Too Close and Quest for Fire. I haven't listened to them yet, but very interesting. I didn't know Skrillex still made music, honestly.
Yeah, you never know, honestly. I think he still does. He was pretty popular back in the day.
Yeah,
But he's still around.
still killing it.
Yeah.
And then Omar Apollo released his new single, 3 Boys. Inhaler released their new album, Cuts and Bruises. Janelle Monáe released her new single, Float, featuring Soon Kuti and Egypt 80. And Men I Trust released their new single, Ring of Past. And then in tour announcements, Ethel Cain announced her North American tour. She'll be coming to New York at Radio City Music Hall on May 20th. The Front Bottoms announced a new tour celebrating the 10-year anniversary of their album, Talon of the Hawk. They'll be coming to New York at the Paramount on May 20th. So hopefully you didn't want to see both the Front Bottoms and Ethel Cain. And then new indie artist Upsaw announced their first headlining tour. They'll be coming to New York at Racket on May 5th.
This is awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Gwen. That was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
Thank you, Gwen. But now, wait, we are 30 seconds away from hour 2. I was going to say we've made it, but we're 30 seconds away. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. I mean, maybe if you want to go to one concert, you can go there for like an hour, then try to.
Yeah,
the
just have
next
to split your
one.
time. I mean, one of them's in Long Island, one of them's in Manhattan.
I mean, if you take like a subway or something, I feel
Could
like
that
it's
work?
doable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's gotta be really fast.
You never know. But again, thank you so much, Gwen, for that awesome segment. I love hearing about all the new little New Jersey indie bands.
Yes.
And I hope they become big one day because then we talked about them here first, on
Yeah,
WMSC. But now we have officially made it to hour 2. It is 8:00 a.m. Hour 2. We made it, guys.
We made it.
We did it. I don't know.
Listen, we're almost there.
We're almost there, y'all. But anyway, now we have a newscast from Julia. Super exciting.
Yay. All righty. So for our top story, there was an EF2 tornado striking disaster in Mercer County, New Jersey on Tuesday, February 21st, leaving between 75 to 100 people displaced. That tornado was on the ground for about 6 miles and winds reached up to 150 miles per hour. The fast midday storm was a shock to all. Thankfully, no one was hurt or injured. Moving on to national story. Rapper Nipsey Hussle's killer was sentenced to 60 years to life on Wednesday. Eric Holder Jr. will be charged with first-degree murder after killing the famous rapper in a parking lot back on March 31st, 2019. Sources say Holder fired at Nipsey with 2 handguns, shooting him at least 10 times and even kicking him in the head. Moving on to local New Jersey news, a New Jersey community continues to grieve as family and friends gather outside a Linden house for a family of 4 that were found dead after a murder-suicide. Sources say that husband fatally shot his wife and 2 teenage children before taking his own life. Now, a Montclair story. A new addition to the skate park in Montclair. Olympic skateboarder Sablone helps passionate skateboarders create new sculptures to skate on in Rand Park. From wooden ramps to shiny new brightly colored ramps to practice new tricks on. And for some weather, it is currently 46 degrees right now with some light rain. The rest of the day should be cloudy with some scattered rain. So make sure you have your jacket. Tomorrow, it should be mostly sunny skies with some winds, and Saturday and Sunday should also be cloudy with a chance of rain, but luckily no sign of snow just yet. That's it for me. Back to you, Amanda.
Thank you so much, Julia. That was awesome.
Beautiful newscast.
Beautiful newscast. All right.
you.
What is that? Can anyone see what's happening right now with the microphone? Okay. There we go.
Amanda was single-handedly fighting with the mic.
I was.
Second there.
Wow. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah,
to now,
moving on.
we've got a sportscast by our favorite Emmy.
All right, if you're just tuning in now, good morning. We have a wide variety of sports to cover today. Kicking off with the Montclair State men's basketball team at Stockton University. The men's team fell just short 91-86 in the NJAC semifinals. For NJAC Conference Awards, senior standout Steve Bremen earned NJAC Co-Player of the Year, while Coach Potts was awarded Coach Player of the Year and Mike Jackson with second team all-conference. This ends their conference tournament run as they await for an at-large bid for the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile, this past Monday, for the Montclair State men's indoor track team, junior John Griffith won the shot put and took third in the weight throw to highlight top performers at the 2023 New Jersey Athletic Conference Indoor Championships. The men's placed fifth with 55.5 points, while the women's team also placed fifth with 28 tallies. For swimming and diving, two Montclair State swimmers set new school records at the 2023 Metropolitan Championships this past Sunday. Julie Tiedemann placed second in the 1,650 freestyle and set two records during her swim. She set the new school record in the 1,000 free with a time of 10 minutes and 44.72 seconds before ending the event with a time of 17 minutes 1750.99 seconds. For the men's, Spencer Dubois placed fourth in the 200 breaststroke, breaking the school record with a time of 2 minutes 2.99 seconds. The junior missed an NCAA record by a close 0.69 seconds. This will cap off both team seasons, with the women's team finishing fourth with 920.5 points, while the men's side finished sixth with 543 tallies. The New York Rangers fell short to the Winnipeg Jets on Monday 4-1. Last night, the New Jersey Devils lost to the Montreal Canadiens 5-2, while the New York Islanders won against the Winnipeg Jets 2-1. Tonight, the Devils will be back to face the Los Angeles Kings at 7 p.m., and the Rangers will hit the road to take on the Detroit Red Wings at 7 p.m. While tomorrow, the Islanders will host the Los Angeles Kings at UBS Arena at 7 p.m. as well. With a week off for both teams from playing games, tomorrow the Brooklyn Nets will face off head-to-head with the Chicago Bulls at 8 p.m., while the New York Knicks will take on the Washington Wizards at 7 p.m. sharp. Hope everyone's excited that it's almost Friday. Back to you, Amanda.
All right. Thank you so much, Emmy, for that wonderful sportscast. But now we are moving on to, see, I don't know. I say this is my favorite segment, but then I say Gwen's segment's my favorite segment. So it's a little bit of a tie for me. But am I in the wrong? Woo!
So excited.
Join us as we deep dive into the world of Reddit and messy situations. Disclaimer, these stories are not our personal experiences. These stories are from Anonymous on Reddit. So, Kangela, would you like to go first? Read yours first?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. All right. So, am I in the wrong for not checking with the bride about my allergy thrice? It was my cousin's wedding a couple days ago. I'm allergic to peanuts, so 2 days before the wedding, I asked her if there were any dishes served that had peanuts in it so that I could avoid eating that. She told me she'll check with the caterers and inform me on the day of the wedding. Fast forward on the day of the wedding, I asked her which dishes had the nuts in it, and she told me none of them did. After lunch, I started to feel my throat closing in and my skin itching. Thankfully, I had my EpiPen with me and stabbed it into my thigh. All this had attracted quite the attention and people were surrounding me. I was fine, but I went to the hospital just to be safe. Later, I got a text from the bride and her siblings about how it was incredibly selfish of me to steal the attention from the bride. My family thinks it was her who endangered my life and should apologize. She says I should have just dealt with it. I was sure I wasn't in the wrong, but now I'm not so sure. So on Reddit, am I in the wrong? You guys, what do we think about this? Gwen, I see you laughing over there. What do you think?
Like that's just crazy that they would blame her for having an allergy. She can't help that.
Yeah.
This would kill her. Like
It's absolutely insane. I mean, the fact that they took the time to text her, great, but the context of it, not so great. I'm sure she would, when she saw the text message notification, she was hoping it was going to be an apology, but it turned out to be the complete opposite. But yeah, it's horrible. Emmy, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, to steal the attention from the bride? Like, give me a break. Like, the girl cannot control her allergy to peanuts, like, at all.
And peanut allergies are, I think, the most dangerous because when it comes to nuts, like it's a very quick reaction. And the fact that her throat was swelling up first, that is really, really bad. That just cuts off your breathing immediately. And I mean, yeah, you could die. So I think I personally think she's not in the wrong. What do you guys think?
She's totally not in the wrong. I think that the bride kind of acted a little bridezilla-y.
Yes,
to
I
be
agree.
honest. Like,
Definitely a bridezilla.
if someone's throat's closing up, you can't be like, let's table this. It's my wedding. Like,
Right,
you just can't be
absolutely.
like that.
No, absolutely, 100%. I agree. It's definitely giving a little bit of bridezilla vibes there.
and like if she didn't have the EpiPen and she just like passed out and they had to call the ambulance, would she have been like, oh, I can't believe you took the spotlight from me, you almost died.
did this at my wedding, my special day. That's just the energy it's giving.
It is the energy that it's giving. And Reddit's vote comes in, and it is that she is not in the wrong.
Yeah. Woo.
Props to Reddit.
No, yeah. Reddit sometimes agrees but also disagrees. It's very interesting for us. Oh, it's Lara, by the way. Hello.
Oh yes, our producer Lara is right here. She's stepping
Hi.
in really quick.
Yes, I am, but that means we have another Am I in the Wrong to get through.
Yay.
So, am I in the wrong for giving my step niece's gift to my niece? Okay. My brother remarried a few months ago. His wife has a daughter named Sarah, who is around the same age as his daughter, Alina. My stepsister-in-law doesn't have a good job, so Sarah had a pretty tough life. Her birthday was about a week ago, so I decided to buy a laptop for her. I know she needs one for school and they can't afford one. I explained to Alina that I'm giving Sarah a better gift, not because I love her more, but because Alina has everything she needs and Sarah doesn't, and she understood. At Sarah's birthday, I gave her my gift and she seemed very happy. However, I heard her bragging to Alina, telling her that I don't love her. Alina kept telling me to shut up, but she kept going and I was furious. I asked Sarah to give the gift back and to give it to Alina. Her laptop was 3 years old, so she could use a new one. I told my brother that he doesn't dare take this away from my niece, and if he does, then he'd better remember to never ask me for any financial help, which he does regularly. My sister-in-law got extremely angry and said I ruined her daughter's birthday. I told her her daughter ruined her own birthday, and this is a punishment and is well-deserved. I will never sit here and watch someone bully my niece. My sister-in-law and her daughter think I'm rude, but I believe my brother agrees with them, but he doesn't say anything.
This is a lot of context, which is good because sometimes these Reddits, like, am I in the wrongs? It's like, well, maybe if this happened or this was said, but I mean,
it's a little fuzzy.
It is a little fuzzy still. Yeah.
I think it has something wrong to do. The guys giving me the brother's giving me bad vibes though. I don't know why. I'm just kind of like, okay, the reader's niece is Alina, and the new wife has a niece or new daughter named Sarah. So it's literally like this is my actual niece, and then this is my step niece and my stepsister-in-law.
It's a little, yeah.
It's a little like it's giving. Okay, the context is giving cousin like once removed, twice removed kind of.
Yeah, because it's a lot of step this and sister that.
And I'm just like, I like the whole step and removed, and I'm just like, okay, I got it, but I'm literally like, do we need the extra words?
Yeah, the only thing that really pointed out to me was when she said that the girl was kind of just telling Alina, or Sarah was bragging to Alina.
Yeah.
Yes, so Sarah was bragging to Alina, saying that she doesn't love her.
You know,
Yeah.
That was
That's
wrong.
at the end of the day, the step niece was saying that to her actual niece that she doesn't love her, and I'm like, whoa.
That's where it's like really kind of wrong. But I don't know. It, like you said, it's still kind of fuzzy. Like I'm still trying to get like
It's marinating in my brain right now.
right. Like, and I'm in the process of letting it like marinate in my mind right now.
I would say she's not in the wrong. I think I think it's a hard thing to navigate because it is a gift that she did buy for this step niece.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I mean, like to be so rude and
I agree.
not even and to like to not even appreciate the gift. You know
yeah,
what? Like
exactly.
she should give it to her niece who would appreciate it.
No, absolutely. And I think it's also just like, I mean, how old can these girls be if they're getting a laptop? They can't be like 6 years old where you have to teach them still right from wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Listen, that's what I was trying to think, and they have to be at least older middle school,
Yeah,
high school.
they've got to be. So I think it's also just, really just making sure that you're teaching your children, anyone younger in your family, just to stay humble. I mean, a laptop is a laptop. It's not really, I know, of course it is a huge necessity nowadays. It's not really a luxury anymore. You need it for school, you need it for work now. And you really need to just make sure that you stay humble with that, because it's not an easy thing to buy. It's not very easy to just go to the Apple store and buy a MacBook for no big deal.
$2,000.
Exactly. Like it's
dropped $2,000 on a laptop.
exactly.
No.
You've got to really have that in the back of your mind and be grateful. Hey, like you got a laptop, just say thank you. I really appreciate it. It was very kind of you, and move on. I don't think the extra commentary that was done by oh my gosh, it's still marinating in my head.
Right.
But whoever it was, the daughter,
the
stepdaughter.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't think the step niece or whoever
Step something.
step something, whoever it was, should not have like gone on with that tangent saying, oh, it doesn't love her, yada yada yada. But so I don't think that she's in the I don't think it's in the wrong. I don't think so. Like I think it's right that she like called it out.
I think the parents are in the wrong.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
I think the parents like the parents are the ones that are in the wrong, like saying, oh, like she didn't do it wasn't a big
How are
deal.
you going to raise your kid to be, and how are you going to raise your kid to be like that? You know what I mean?
And then also like sugarcoating it too. There's a lot of sugarcoating going on. Like, oh, it's no big deal. No, it is a big deal.
Like, I don't get why it's not a big deal, because you obviously hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah. And in a
Mhm.
very, very like
Rude way.
it's also you have to very rude way, and you have to realize too, like this kid should understand like the reason why they got this laptop, why it was given to them. Like they said, they had a very tough life and everything. So
I don't know,
It's
even
just-
that it also depends like how old is the kid. I want to know
that's what
how
I'm
old the
saying.
kid
I feel
is.
like the
Like-
age is a huge component.
Usually these things are always like me 24 female like,
No,
but then
now
they just get it on
it's
there
like,
today.
Exactly. Now we need the age.
It's I mean, could be an older Reddit user. Can't blame him for not knowing the lingo with these kids.
And Reddit's vote is
Not in the wrong.
not in the wrong.
I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. But we are going to go on a very short break here on the Morning Buzz, and we will be right back with some entertainment. And what are we going to be talking about specifically, you ask? Well, has to do something with the Masked Singer being unmasked. You'll have to stay tuned for that.
That sounds fun.
Right, we are back with the morning buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. I hope y'all missed my voice. Just kidding. Lara did a fantabulous job. So thank you for taking over for me for a minute. But I am back. Better than ever, I hope. And we are on to some entertainment news. And like Lara said before, The Masked Singer reveals identities of the Rock Lobster. I've never seen this show, but I guess this is pretty exciting for the people that watch it. The Rock Lobster has jammed his way off the Masked Singer stage, literally, after one of the most entertaining performances on 9 seasons of the show. 9 seasons! Wow, okay. I mean, good for Masked Singer. The Rock Lobster was eliminated and unmasked to reveal Howie Mandel, a comedian, actor, and television host. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Howie Mandel states, quote, "This experience was phenomenal. I loved it. I loved it on so many facets. I love to sing and dance." He also says that he believes he could have offered so much more to his performances if he wasn't eliminated. Mandel also explains what he is working on now, which is the finale of the show, America's Got Talent, All Stars, and Canada's Got Talent. He also has a podcast with his daughter, Jacqueline Schultz.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I feel bad that he got eliminated. I wish we got to see
Yeah.
more of him. I mean, I wasn't even watching the show to begin with.
Howie's awesome though. I love Howie. I'm sure he killed it.
Me
Yeah.
too. And the costume is so funny looking. If
It
y'all click the
is.
link, that's a weird lobster.
It's like a shrimp.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he's
no.
wearing a cool like rocker roll jacket,
That's
rock
kinda
and roll,
scary.
you know.
It's
Yeah, it
so
is. It is
funny.
a little creepy, but you know, he got voted off. Sad face.
So sad. I'm so curious to look it up now.
Has anyone ever watched this show? I need to know.
Yeah.
I've seen just like
Never.
clips of it, like the Wendy Williams clip and everything.
Wait, is that the
Oh,
one with, like,
yeah.
the native New Yorker?
Yeah,
I love that.
that was the only clip I saw from that.
Wendy, how is she doing? Honestly, that's a real side note.
I hope she's doing okay.
Me too, because I heard she was going through it.
No, yeah, she's definitely going through it. I have a fashion designer that I had worked with in the past, and there was a fashion show, and she was there. So I was like seeing like everything she was posting on her Instagram story looked really cool, but she's definitely looking out of it a little bit. I
feel
just
bad.
wish her the best, of course. So, poor Wendy. I'm sending her so much love.
Me too. Prayers for Wendy Williams. She's an icon. I used to love her show when I was younger.
Loved her show.
When she would do like the hot topics.
I loved Hot Topics. That
Hot
was my
Topics.
favorite segment.
Dula Peep.
Dula Peep. Dula Peep.
Dula Peep.
I
Yeah.
low-key have a bone to pick with Wendy. Okay,
With
for those-
Wendy,
Yeah, for those who don't know,
speak your truth.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm talking a lot today. I just love this.
No,
speak.
that's okay. Please.
Okay. So on the Friday Buzz, I'm known for having bones to pick and bees in my bonnets, and here I have a bone to pick.
Is
What-
there a bee in your bonnet though?
Nah.
Okay.
I got a bone to pick with Wendy Williams. We got beef. No, I'm kidding. We don't have beef personally. But nah, she just became very problematic.
And oh yeah. Remember when she passed out on stage?
I feel
That's
so
so
bad.
sad.
That's awful. But
Yeah. She was like, whoa. Yeah.
Poor girl.
Poor Wendy.
It's okay. Wendy will have a strong comeback.
She will.
I'm definitely like a firm believer in it. She definitely will.
No, she's gonna come back and better than ever. And Howie Mandel, I think that's cool that he was on The Masked Singer. I feel like
He's
sometimes
definitely the type of person to be on that show.
yeah,
That's
but they
so
get the most
facts.
random people sometimes I hear about. Like, wasn't there like a governor or like a mayor on there? And
Really?
everyone was like, why is he on here? Yeah, does anyone remember that?
What if Phil Murphy went on the
Oh
Masked Singer?
My gosh.
wait,
That'd
if
be so iconic.
if Phil Murphy was on The Masked Singer, what would he wear?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Mm.
Wow. That's
Well,
important.
We are the Garden State, so maybe something with
flower.
Jersey.
He should be.
I was going to say like a camel. I
Why?
don't know why. I just thought of a camel. That was the first thing that popped
I
into
was
my
gonna say he
head.
should be like a bagel or something.
Yeah.
Something
He
that
should be a
represents
bagel.
Jersey.
Yeah, he should be a bagel.
Can they be like inanimate objects or do they have to be animals?
Isn't somebody like lips once?
Oh
That
yeah,
was
that's-
Wendy.
That was Wendy,
Oh.
right? Was it Wendy? Okay, so then yeah, I think yeah, it should be fine. I
He'll
can
be
see
the
Mur-
bagel.
Phil Murphy is a bagel.
Well, if we ever see it, we'll know they're listening.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy Giuliani was
Yes, that's
the
who.
former mayor.
That's
of,
who it was.
Yeah, the former mayor of New York City, and yeah, he was on The Masked Singer. He was also Trump's former lawyer as well, so that's very fun.
The more you know.
Wow.
The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know. Well, anyways, moving on to our next entertainment news. Amanda Seyfried speaks on who she thinks Sophie's dad is in Mamma Mia. All right, so the 2008 film is based on the stage musical featuring music from ABBA. The story is about a young girl named Sophie who invites three men who once romanced her mother to her wedding. All three of the men end up attending the wedding, slowly realizing that they've been invited because each of them could possibly be Sophie's father. The film has not clearly shown who Sophie's father actually is. Now, although a lot of Mamma Mia fans do have speculation that Bill is Sophie's father, the movie has never actually confirmed it. Amanda Seyfried explains that she believes Sophie's father is Bill because of the special moment they share in the Voulez-Vous scene. Seyfried explains he was the person who seemed the least likely to want to have kids. From realization to acceptance, there is a scene that was cut from a song called Name of the Game. And we sing it together, and I'm begging him, what's the name of the game? We had a lot of fun, and we got really tight. Another burning question of Mamma Mia is if there will be a third film. Nothing is currently confirmed, but many of the cast members said they would be willing to return for another movie. Good stuff. Honestly, I could definitely see a third Mamma Mia. I have never watched it. I have never watched Mamma Mia.
I love that
literally
movie.
I tried to watch it and I fell asleep the first 10 minutes. Maybe I was just really tired.
That's true.
It sounds like Kangela needs to watch it again.
I need to try and watch it again.
It is a
absolutely.
great
I
movie.
do love ABBA. I do listen to a lot of songs by ABBA. So
If you like ABBA, then you would love the movie because
yeah,
it's
I'm
all
sure I'll
just
love the
ABBA music.
movie. Yeah, and I mean also the setting too, like Greece. What is it?
It is pretty.
The costumes are also extremely aesthetically pleasing to
Yes.
look at the entire
Yes.
time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think there was like a Mamma Mia phase where everybody just like dressed in an inspiration of that, like kind of
Yes.
a Mamma Mia aesthetic. So that was really, I remember that. That was really cool. But wow, good to know. Good
Here
to
we
know if there's
go.
a third one coming.
I wonder what the third would be about though, because the first was like Mamma Mia. The second one was it was the prequel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
I didn't watch the second one.
It
I
was
didn't
like
either.
okay.
It goes like back and forth, like in between like present day and then like her past.
That's
Yeah.
too confusing for
Yeah.
me.
The best part was just Cher. Like
Yeah.
her just coming out of nowhere. Like that did it for me. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh wait, it was Meryl Streep when she was young.
Yeah.
Oh,
Donna Sheridan, young, but also Cher just playing Cher. I mean, she wasn't actually playing Cher, but Cher just playing Cher was hilarious.
There was in the movie.
Yes.
Wow, exciting. Okay, definitely have to check out the second one and rewatch the
Nice.
first because it's a classic.
Yeah, I need to definitely get on the Mamma Mia wave and watch ASAP.
No, that movie. Want to know what movie I just rewatched the other day that I was like, oh, it's such a classic. Clueless. Haven't seen it in so long.
I love Clueless.
Yeah, I
That's
watched
my
it this
favorite.
weekend with my friends because my one friend has never seen that movie. I was like, girl, how have you not seen that movie?
I think a lot of people want that film to be booted or like kind of like a spin-off, but I don't know how
No.
I feel about that.
It just like it perfectly fits in the 90s era and it can't be like put in any other era.
I agree 100%. I think it
Facts.
should just stay the way it is. You know, I know they did a Super Bowl commercial for it, which is awesome, but
And you can't replace Alicia Silverstone. She is like the
Queen.
what's her name? Cher?
yeah.
No, Cher. That's why I thought of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
She's
the
like-
queen of Beverly Hills in that film, which is
Ugh,
awesome.
I
The
really love that
outfits,
movie.
the music, everything. It's just awesome.
I always wanted to like have her closet when I was younger. I was like,
Yes.
I just want her closet so bad.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
Me
awesome.
as well.
But moving on, Pink, the singer, not the color, is very protective of Britney Spears. Pink reflects back on the beginning years of her music career and looks back at her friendship with Britney Spears. Before Pink became famous, she was raised by divorced parents in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Pink explains how she signed up for her lifestyle and how her "don't mess with me" attitude got her through the 2000s, which was a difficult time for female pop stars like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera due to routinely faced misogyny. Pink explains how she always thought of Britney Spears as a big sister to her. She states, quote, "I am very protective of her and she's the sweetest person in the world." At the moment, the artists are not in touch, but Pink does wish her well.
That's really
I don't know, y'all. I'm getting nervous about Miss Britney Spears. If anyone saw her Instagram post the other day,
What was
No, I
it?
didn't.
it was like a weird video and it wasn't her voice, but it was talking over her, like her mouthing the words, but it wasn't her voice. It was really actually like unsettling. And I just hope she's okay because I know everything happened with her like court case and she was finally
So
freed,
much,
free
yeah.
Britney. But then, like now there's I don't know, some weird stuff going on Instagram. So I'm hoping she's okay over there. I really
just
do.
feel- yeah, I feel really bad for her. I mean, she's what a lot of people don't remember is that she was a child star. Like she's been in the
She was.
spotlight her entire life. And the fact that now she is where she is right now, it's like it's just really sad, because she didn't do anything wrong. I think unfortunately it's like there are a lot of people that made a lot of money off of her, in
Like
my
her
opinion.
dad.
And, I think it got to the point where she was just out of her control. But, social media is, I mean, obviously with how everything went, it's very obvious that social media is a very powerful outlet. It can be used for good, because if it weren't for social media, I don't think Britney would have even been free to begin with. So,
I know so
props
many
to
people
them.
advocating for her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there was a great source of communication between her and the public, really trying to help her out. So I
Yes.
mean, like you said, I didn't know that about her last Instagram post though. So hopefully,
It was a little concerning. I
Yeah.
feel bad for all of those child stars, like Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes. But they're making comebacks. Like Lindsay Lohan's coming back.
Lindsay Lohan did make her comeback over the holidays.
Amanda Bynes runs a nail salon now.
Oh, yeah,
I saw that. I saw that.
Good
Yeah.
for her.
Where's the nail salon?
Probably somewhere in California, I think. But no, imagine just walking into a nail salon and being like, "Oh, Amanda Bynes, can you do my patties?" Cool.
Amanda, please.
But imagine complaining to Amanda Bynes that like you don't like your pedicure, or like the way you're not.
I wouldn't. Well, I don't think I'd let her touch my feet.
But I think
Yeah.
props to Pink for being so protective over Brit. I think Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, they were the 2000s princesses. I truly
Yes.
believe so. But yeah, definitely even Christina Aguilera too. Like there was a lot of
Ex-Tina.
like Christina. There were a lot of like things going around about her too, and when they were younger, like in their like 20s and stuff. So I just hope like they like people can let them live their like normal.
The beef
lives.
with her and Eminem. Have y'all? The way she says his name is so satisfying in that one award show. She's
Eminem?
like Eminem. Like she's like interesting. I was like, period, Miss Girl.
Yeah, the producers
Very-
of that show knew what they were doing,
Oh,
like
yeah.
getting her to announce that award.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Eminem.
While we're not gonna play Eminem, we're gonna play some sweet little tunes. We're gonna take a short break, but we're gonna play some Rex Orange County, and we will be right back with some weird news. So please stay tuned.
Or put it in my assist. Take it off.
All right, we are back with the morning buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. We have some weird news stories, and the first one is about Subway, the sandwich place, which, you know what? Not a lot of people like Subway, but I like Subway.
It's pretty good.
It's no Jersey Mike's. No Jersey Mike's. But, you know, Subway's okay. Subway says to eat fresh, but now they're letting us charge our cars fresh. Very crazy. Sandwich giant Subway is planning to build electric car charging oases with green spaces, bathrooms, and playgrounds. Ooh, okay, that's exciting. It's partnering with electric vehicle infrastructure startup Gen Z EV Solutions on the plan. Subway plans to start with smaller format, fast charging stations at some of its locations this year. The company says with plans to launch the bigger Subway Oasis facilities. Oasis. Listen, y'all, I can't read today. Facilities sometime down the road. Okay, but pretty much charging stations. Very exciting. I think that's kind of interesting. Maybe it'll bring more traffic to Subway. Who knows? I feel
Yeah,
like-
maybe because Subway is starting to kind of turn into like a blimpy. Like it's kind of starting to just die out. I
Yeah.
feel like so they gotta.
It definitely needs a rebranding.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they definitely need a rebranding, and
What-
it looks like they're in the. I think they're already starting to do a
Yeah.
couple
What's
changes.
a
with this.
blimpy?
Blimpy is basically like a sub. Was basically like a Subway in the 90s.
Oh,
I didn't
guys, I saw a
know.
blimp once.
You
It
did?
was cool. No, yeah, it was actually really exciting. It wasn't like a blimp, like, you know, it was over my house.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a blimp.
And it was close. Very close. Hovering over my
What?
backyard. I'm not even lying. People think I'm lying when I tell this story. I literally saw a blimp. It was crazy, actually.
Isn't it usually? I mean, I don't even know what they're used for. I always see them at like games and stuff. Like if it's like not basketball, like a football
so I looked
game
it
or a
up.
soccer game, like over a stadium
Yeah.
or something.
There's only like a few blimps left. Like they don't have a lot of blimps.
It's not a thing
One
anymore.
of them being the direct TV blimp, and that is the blimp that was hovering over my house. Y'all, I'm not sorry, this is so different from Subway, but it was huge and hovering over my house. I remember I was 12 years old. I remember like it was yesterday. I look up and I was like, there's a blimp. We were freaking out.
It's
We were
just so
screaming in my backyard.
random.
That's why is there a blimp in Blairstown, New Jersey?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
like
was
so random.
yeah, that was fun. Maybe Subway will get blimps. That'll be exciting. Oh,
Imagine.
Subway with a blimp. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
a little
fun.
retro.
Yeah, blimps
retro
are
vibes.
fun. Whenever I see one, it makes me happy. You know what I mean? Also, those planes at the beach with the little like
Oh yeah, those I've seen those.
advertisements.
I remember seeing one down the shore. It was like, "Will you marry me?" or something like that. That was
Oh,
cute.
They should do like
Yeah.
Subway, eat fresh.
Yeah, there you
We
go.
now have car charging stations.
Yeah, hopefully they never get rid of that though, because I feel like that's always been like a staple part. Like
Of
you
going
know
to
you're
the
down the
beach?
shore, like when you start seeing those flying around for
Ye-
sure.
My typical like beach day consists of you have to get French fries, you have to feed some
Yes.
to the seagulls.
No,
Yes.
no.
You have to feed some to the seagulls, and you hope to see a blimp.
I hope to see.
For those who are confused and didn't listen to the morning buzz last year and last semester, Amanda is our resident seagull lover.
That I
She
am.
loves her seagulls.
I love seagulls, and they don't get the hype they deserve.
Seagulls, but I don't want to feed them.
Give
I
them a
got
Subway
chased by-
sandwich.
I've gotten chased by them
They're
so
the
many
best.
times, especially a manasquan. Oh my gosh. They
I love
always
them.
chase me. No, I don't know if I could give them.
I feel like you just want to be friends with everyone, you know? That's why I love them so
They want to
much.
steal your food. But
Amanda's
they
a
are, I mean, they are
seagulls,
nice though. Like they're
surprising.
like if you just
Yeah,
They're like little goblins.
they are.
yes, literally. They're like little they're like beach goblins.
They're my
They
spirit
are.
animal.
Right? They're my
Oh.
spirit animal too.
My furry for this week, my first
Oh
song of
my
this week
gosh.
will be a seagull.
Period. I love that. Mine is gonna be an egret. They're like a long seagull, very long necks. I love birds. I'm a very big bird person. I have a bird. All right, I'm starting to ramble now, so we're gonna move on. But I have a bird, and his name is Zeus, and maybe he likes Subway. I've never fed him that. Just seeds.
Just seeds.
All right, moving on.
Moving on though, so we're going from sandwiches to drinks now. So Starbucks' new drinks are a slippery slope. Starbucks wants you to give olive oil coffee a shot, not an espresso shot, but actual olive oil. Starbucks is rolling out a new line of beverages made with extra virgin olive oil. To be clear, the drinks are not simply flavored with olive oil, nor do they have just a hint of it. Each one is truly made with a spoonful of oil, adding 120 calories to the total. With some drinks, you can see a slippery sheen of oil in the cup, and you don't even have to squint. 3 olive oil beverages are available for sale at Starbucks cafes in Italy starting this week. Each includes oleato, Starbucks' word for the new line, and its name. There's an oleato latte with oat milk and olive oil. An oleato, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a shaken espresso with oat milk, hazelnut flavor, and olive oil. There's also an oleato golden foam cold brew made with a version of Starbucks' sweet milk foam infused with 2 olive oil servings. According to CNN, versions of those drinks will arrive to Southern California this spring, with more details about the U.S. launch to come.
That's
Olive oil-
disgusting. I'm sorry. That would make me
Interesting.
feel sick to my
I love
stomach.
virgin olive oil, but not in a Starbucks drink.
Right? I feel like that just doesn't mix. It's also just like I wouldn't want olive oil, like the taste or like a hint of it. And I don't want my drinks to taste oily. You know what I'm
just don't
saying?
understand why you're putting virgin olive oil in a drink at all. Like
It is
in
Italy.
any kind.
Not only, sorry, may I just say, not only is it virgin olive oil, it is extra virgin olive
Yes.
oil.
Extra virgin
Extra.
olive
So
oil.
what you're gonna say, Gwen?
No, but the only thing I can possibly imagine as to why they would put it in is to like add fat to the coffee, like when they
Why?
put like creamer in. But then it's like,
There's already so much
Why
in
wouldn't
Starbucks drinks.
yeah, like wouldn't you rather just put creamer in your coffee?
Yeah.
Also, out of all the oils, why that one? Like, why not coconut oil or something? Like,
Very
I just feel like
true.
that is really bizarre. And not that you should put any oil, like, but if you're gonna choose from the oil
Right,
options,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, that's
interesting
kind of
choice.
disgusting.
Yeah, the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. It's a very weird combination. I love extra virgin olive oil, but I'll probably put some on my grain salad or something like that. Not in a Starbucks.
I was gonna
drink.
ask Kangela, do you just drink virgin olive oil?
No. I oh, that would be crazy.
tasty.
If that was the case, then I probably would have liked it. But no, I don't.
Ooh,
I don't
I have
like.
a question now for the group.
Oh,
Very fun. You know me with my weird questions. Oh, but before I say the question, extra virgin olive oil is really great if you don't have any chapstick. Really moisturizes the lips. Yes.
But
Try
why
it if
would you
want.
have extra virgin olive oil but
Well, if
not
you're-
chapstick?
If you're at home and you don't have any chapstick,
Okay, I
and-
see, I see.
okay.
Yeah, it's good. And it's
you're
good for
at
your hair too.
It is good for your
A
hair.
lot of
It
great
is.
purposes, not for coffee. But here is my question. What is your guys's like guilty pleasure sauce that you could have plain? Because I have hot sauce alone every single day.
Oh,
I
I
am
know.
a ranch girl
Okay.
forever.
Do you dip your pizza in it?
I have, yeah.
It's pretty good. I've
It
done
is
that
really
before.
good.
Right, ranch. We have hot sauce, ranch.
so you mean like we could literally just eat it on its own?
I could have a plate full, bowl full of hot sauce and not get tired of it. I literally drink it. No
There's
issue.
any sauce that I can have on its own like that, but I'm gonna have to agree with Gwen. I love ranch. I dip it in my French fries. I put it on my pizza.
Mm.
I dip it in my chicken tenders. Like everything.
Kangela, have you ever had Chili's ranch?
No, I
'Cause
haven't.
I could
sounds
drink
good,
that
though.
straight.
Yes.
So
Yes,
sounds
their
good,
ranch
though.
is good, actually. Chili's has good ranch.
Never had.
Come
Chili
back to
ranch.
me, I'm thinking.
All right, Julia or Emmy.
I mean, you go first.
Okay. My mouth is actually watering right now from buffalo sauce.
Oh,
yeah, my gosh.
I think I have to agree with the hot sauce trends,
Yes.
but which brand of hot sauce
All
and
of them.
buffalo sauce are we thinking? Is there a brand that we like the most?
I was like going with like Buffalo Wild Wings, like buffalo sauce.
I just have any hot sauce that is available and in my reach. I like to tell myself, oh, you know what? There's probably a health benefit to this. I literally have a spoonful of it once a day. Probably not. I think my cholesterol is really high or something.
Maybe
I
it's
don't
like
know.
cleaning out your sinuses.
But
you
I,
know?
I do get what you're saying. Like, I don't know if I can do how you said, like the bowl and drink it, but like I do put it on everything until I'm like profusely sweating and like crying a little bit and I feel cleansed. It's like people do an egg cleanse. That's like my version of that. I feel like I feel better.
My gosh. No, yeah. I Buffalo
Oh.
is pretty good though.
Yeah.
It definitely is. What'd you see?
Oh no, it just says
Oh.
apparently this, I have no idea if this is valid whatsoever, but on the internet it says it can improve your immune system and increase weight loss and reduce inflammation. So if that's the case, I'm a drink more of it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know which sauce I'm just thinking about? Because I'm so hungry today. There's a Fontega sandwich at Panera. You guys know I'm crazy about my Fontega. They have a Chipotle mayo sauce in it. Okay, I would have that without
Yeah.
anything that I could. Because I'm thinking
Mm.
like I'm like ranch, yes, but there's got to be another one. It's gonna have to be I'm actually gonna have to change my answer. It's gonna have to be the Chipotle mayo.
That's a good
sauce.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. I have my answer. This is gonna be extremely niche.
I'm
So
excited.
prepared. Stonewall Kitchen has this garlic aioli, and it is
Ooh.
so good on chicken nuggets, and I could eat it straight. I
Mm.
love garlic.
I like garlic aioli
Yes.
sauces. I've never been to that place,
No,
but
me either.
or I
Oh,
don't know
no,
what
not
that
a
is. Is
place,
that a
it's-
brand? Like
Yeah, it's a brand. It's-
okay.
yeah.
Never had it, but I
Oh.
like the garlic.
Wait, where do
aioli.
you buy it?
I don't even know. I'm gonna
That's-
be honest with you. I had it. I had it a very long time ago, and I haven't had it in a while.
Mm.
But every time I have cheeky nugs, that's all I can think of.
Chicky nuggies.
I just want to dip the little dino nuggy head right in the garlic aioli. Yeah.
Yeah, dino nuggies are just the best chicken nuggets.
I love my
They're the
fun nugget.
best.
Oh, with smiley fries.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I haven't had
Yeah.
smiley fries in so long. The dino chicken nuggets, though, those are good. I always put adobo on them
Mm.
because, like, sometimes if I need a little bit more flavor, so I just, I put a little bit on there before I throw it in the mini oven.
Oh, you want to know what I've been liking too, and then we're gonna move on. Tahine. I've been putting that on
haven't tried
everything.
that. Yeah, it's I started
It's
the
good.
grocery store the other
I
day.
put it on pickles. It's
I've heard it's good.
bomb.
You guys and pickles. Oh my god.
No, I
Life-changing.
chugged my pickle jar yesterday because I wanted the juice so bad. I was craving it.
That literally reminds me. So my stepdad listens to us every Thursday morning. And he heard our little pickle conversation. And some parent, I don't know about you guys. My parents, like, they always get me stuff for Valentine's Day. He got me 2 huge jars of pickles. So I had my first pickle.
Did you like it?
It was horrible. I had the butter and I didn't even know it was
No,
flavored. It
the
was
butter
bread and
ones are
butter
not
one. But I
fun.
have another one. So I think it's just like plain pickles. So I'll try that and I'll keep you guys posted.
Dill.
Dill pickle.
No, I think
Dill.
still, I don't remember. But yeah, the first one was bread and butter.
Listen, coming from a pickle connoisseur, you always have to start with dill. That's like the classic standard pickle flavor. Like you cannot start with a bread and butter pickle
I
because
saw
that will scare you off.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a video that I took a bite. I was like, no, I closed that jar and I
Yeah, you have to start with dill. If you like dill, then maybe move on to bread and butter. Bread and butter, it's fantastic. I like them, but they're an acquired taste. Garlic pickles, pretty.
Oh,
good.
okay. I think
Pretty
garlic
good.
pickles. Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds a little bit better.
Listen, you gotta try
I
it.
couldn't even read the label. I'm like, what is this?
It's not that bad.
I used to keep a jar. So in our office here at WMSC, last year I bought a jar of pickles that I just kept in
Bev.
there.
You just kept a jar.
Yes, I did.
Guys.
Yep.
You guys this is like a pickle girl fan club right here. You guys got at WMSC.
Pickle talk.
This is
Oh my god.
That would be so good. Oh my gosh.
that would be a fun little segment. Just try a different pickle every week and give your thoughts on it.
Wait, that'd
I'm
be
gonna
so
do that. I'm gonna do that next week. I'm bringing in
We're
pickles. Yeah,
starting a new segment.
I'm
Pickle
bringing
talk.
them in. All right.
I'm
Enough about pickles.
moving on.
We're going to move on to the next story.
Oh.
Armed robber stayed at the crime scene to eat victim's fried chicken, which honestly, can I blame him? I don't know. A Chicago man is facing a bucket of felony charges. The man allegedly robbed a man at gunpoint and then stayed at the scene to eat the victim's takeout fried chicken. Chicago police arrived at the robbery scene within minutes and allegedly found the man still there, enjoying the victim's delicious fried chicken.
Now, fried chicken. I'll do anything for fried chicken.
Me too.
I love
That's
fried
low
chicken.
key crazy. Like I
You
can't believe he
robbed and
just
then-
stayed.
That's
Well, also, why did he do that? To be fair, I don't know why
Yeah,
he would
yeah.
rob the guy.
Maybe he just wanted a little drumstick.
Maybe
just
he
wanted
could
to-
ask.
He could have gone over
nicely.
to KFC and grab a night. Oh no, not KFC. Where do you guys get your fried chicken? I just tried it from Walmart
Interesting.
and
Walmart fried chicken.
it was surprisingly very good.
Really?
Yeah,
I like KFC. I mean,
KFC's
I
pretty good.
haven't had it since I was literally a little kid.
Yeah,
But the mashed
haven't had it
potato
in-
bowls from KFC used to hit.
Mhm.
Okay, we have to stop
We
talking
keep
about
getting
food.
on a tangent about food every
Yeah.
time during hour 2. It's crazy.
We do.
But
Morse.
yeah, yeah, our next story. Gosh, okay.
Both of the next stories are about food.
So the next one, just to move on. So British people put weird toppings on their pancakes. All right. So out of all people, a radio host sets world record for topping pancakes. The host broke a Guinness World Record live by topping 10 pancakes with sugar and lemon. Co-host of the Heart Breakfast radio show took on the record for Pancake Day. Holden aimed to set the record for the fastest time to top 10 pancakes. Guinness World Record set a goal of 30 seconds. An adjectator, thank you, Laura, was on hand to witness Holden's 3 attempts. Holden fell short of finishing all 10 pancakes on her first and second tries. On her third attempt, she managed to top all 10 pancakes with lemon and sugar in 29.39 seconds.
I could easily break that record.
No.
Easily. Especially if it's chocolate chip pancakes. Like you already know. I'm just shoveling those
Ooh.
down.
Yeah.
I watched the video and she's just squeezing lemons on all the pancakes and then goes back and like tops sugar on them.
I wonder how that helps
Whoa.
though.
I just want to know what it tastes like.
Right.
Sugar and lemon.
I
So like lemonade flavored pancakes.
Cause like we have like the lemonades from like the Girl Scout cookies, like those. Like would it
Uh-huh.
taste something like that? Cause then I would be interested. If it's like
Yeah, it
mixed,
doesn't
like
sound
wow.
horrible.
Yeah, I think it has to be mixed in the batter though.
Yes, I was gonna say it. Maybe
Mhm.
if she like mixed it in the batter instead of putting it straight on.
Yeah.
there
yeah,
might
she
be-
put it right on the
I actually might try that actually.
wait, the lemon cookies. Are they Savannah Smiles or is it the lemonade?
The lemonades.
Okay, because I
Mm.
remember when I was a Girl Scout, they had Savannah Smiles. And then now they have a new one, but it's lemonade.
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
I
I'm a
like
Samoa
the-
Like
girl.
Samoas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Samoa girl.
Is that the peanut butter one?
It's coconut, right?
Yeah.
It has coconut and it like
What's
has
the
chocolate
peanut
drizzle
butter?
on it.
Peanut butter. So I love cookies. Okay,
Thank
peanut butter. We have a tag along, which is a
Tag
okay,
along!
that's the chocolate peanut butter
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
one, and then there's the that's the patty. Then the sandwich is a do-si do.
Can we just buy these at like
I
local
was gonna
supermarket or
say-
is it only Girl Scouts?
I actually heard, I don't know. Well, I know it's Girl Scout cookie season now. I've been seeing a couple people
Where they
posting
at?
about it, and I'm like, where are the Girl Scouts? Because I don't see them anywhere. I just want one box of some. I don't know I don't know where to find them. I don't know.
Maybe they have an
seriously-
online store. I'm looking this up.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right
saying.
now.
Do actually.
Do I heard something about like an app once, but I don't know if it was true. I don't know if it's like they're selling cookies.
Yeah, you
there
can buy
all
them
year round.
online.
Are you serious? all
That's
year
crazy.
Or maybe. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh wait, you could find cookies. I'm putting in my zip code. Hold on.
Oh
They keep
yeah.
bumping up prices every year for
They
them.
do.
How much are they at now?
Oh,
Per box, how much?
they ship the cookies to your door. I would be getting them from my local troop. They're 14 miles away from my house. I
Okay.
will be doing that.
I want to support some Girl Scout. Oh, I just need
just
some
want the
cookies.
cookies.
I just want some cookies.
Okay. Well, attention everyone. If you are in or near the Blairstown area at the local Acme Sunday, April 23rd, there will be Girl Scouts. They give you a whole agenda. Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Girl Scout cookies are good. I'm telling you, Girl Scouts got a whole fan base during this time of the year.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, they're in season right now.
They're in season,
They're
right?
around this weekend.
Right? Because Thin Mints too. I forgot
Oh.
about Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are vegan, so they don't upset my stomach.
I literally eat a whole side of the Thin Mints in one day.
Yep.
Guys,
Wow.
even more. This is even more exciting news. If you are in or near the Nutley area, where Friday, February 24th, it will be at the Dunkin' on Washington Avenue.
Friday
will be
buzz
there.
trip to go get Girl Scout cookies.
I mean,
I'll be joining.
That's so close to us. I will be attending that event and I, will
need
be
to
buying Girl
find
Scout
Girl
cookies.
Scout cookies in my area right now.
Okay, so I'm looking up all these days. So Saturday, March 4th, they will be in Glen Ridge at the Starbucks. Oh my God.
Ooh.
I just want a good old Thin Mint.
I
Right.
wait.
They have a new
there's-
cookie.
There's so many different like names.
I think
for
this is
these.
great that you could look online and like see in your area where they are.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be on my street. Oh my gosh. I literally have to take a picture of this. I will be there.
Angela's gonna be like walking.
They're
down the
literally
street.
on my street. Are you kidding me?
That's-
Saddlebrook Diner, April 2nd.
That's
They
wild.
have a toast yay cookie, which is a French toast cookie
Get
Oh.
out.
and delicious icing.
Okay.
Get
My
out.
Do they have like a s'mores cookie? Because that would hit.
They
They
do.
do.
Don't they?
They do have a
Yeah.
s'mores flavor.
I'm an avid lover of the s'mores cookie.
Caramel chocolate chip.
They've added so many.
Wow.
$6 per box now. When I sold them, they were $4.
Wow.
These Girl Scouts are raising their prices.
Saddlebrook Troop is popping. They
Inflation-
got like 8
Inflation got to the Girl Scouts.
my gosh.
Inflation can't even keep the Girl Scouts safe.
Oh my
God.
I am going to waste all my money on Girl Scout cookies this year.
We're supporting our local troops.
Yes.
And our appetite.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Support your local Girl Scout troops
Yes,
and buy
definitely
a couple
support them.
boxes
We
if
love
you want.
we love our Girl Scouts and we love the cookies.
We
as
do.
well.
We love our Girl Scouts.
That we do.
Ever a Girl Scout?
I was not
Yeah.
a Girl Scout.
I was a daisy and then I was a brownie.
I
was
wish
not-
it was.
I always wanted to do it, but I was caught up in other activities. So it's just like, but I've always wanted to be a Girl Scout.
I was like friends with all of like the Girl Scouts in my
Same,
town.
me too,
So
me
like one time
too.
I went to their meeting and I felt like I was intruding.
Oh yeah.
Right? They were like kind of exclusive for like some moments you're like,
It's
oh
an
my God, the
exclusive
Girl
group
Scouts.
to get
It's
into the Girl
very,
Scouts.
It's like an
yeah.
elite society.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was a part of that elite society. I was
Yeah,
a brownie, which
Mm.
was like the level above daisies, which is
Yeah.
for little kids, which was what Emmy was in. And then I became a Girl Scout, and then I became a cadet.
Well,
Wow.
You went through it all. girl.
Wow.
I got my bronze award, but that was pretty much it.
Round
my
of
God,
applause.
Clara.
Congrats, Clara. I got the bronze award. Congratulations. That's actually pretty exciting,
It
you
was
know.
a true thing. I don't think I did anything for it. I'm gonna be honest.
But it's cool, you know. I don't know a lot of people that like fully went through with Girl Scouts. I know a lot of Boy Scouts that went to Eagle Scout and stuff, but I've never seen a lot of Girl Scouts
I
go
didn't even know
through.
you could move up like that. I thought you were just a Girl Scout and that was it.
Oh no, you can. I don't know. Cadet's the highest one
Uh-huh.
out of all of them because that has all the older girls. But
Yeah.
usually older cadets go for their silver award and their gold award, which is kind of like the Eagle Scout project that
Yeah.
that the Eagle Scouts have.
That's awesome.
Real question though, does your role change when you're a cadet? Are you still selling the cookies
Oh,
or
yeah. Oh yeah, you best know I was getting them cookies when I was a cadet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Fun.
funny.
I love that. But again, it is 9:01 a.m. So it is the end of the Thursday morning buzz. Sad face. Aw. But we will see you guys again on next Thursday if you'd like to listen. Well, we won't see you, but you may see us if you watch on Facebook and you can hear us, obviously. And yeah, if you want to listen to the Friday morning buzz tomorrow, hosted by Lara Zaccardi, you should definitely do that if you want to. It's a great show. All right. Toodles.
Bye guys.
90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair.